here is the latest construction update on the line. Initially introduced in 2021 by Saudi Arabia's Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman, the line is by far the nation's most ambitious megaproject to date. It's designed to be a self-sustaining linear city spanning over 100 kilometers from the Red Sea to the city of Tabuk in the east. The city's plan includes two 500-meter-tall buildings running parallel to each other. The concept revolves around the idea that everything you need will be within walking distance, and the entire city will have no cars, no roads, and zero emissions. Naturally, such an announcement elicited a significant response, especially after the unveiling of drone footage of excavation work in October 2022. However, since then, little information has been available about the current state of progress on the construction site. So, what does it look like today? According to the latest reports, substantial progress has actually been made on the line over the past year. In a recent exclusive interview with the project's executive director, it was disclosed that the construction of essential infrastructure is estimated to be 20% complete. This encompasses crucial roads, offices, and logistics hubs required for future work on the site. All of these developments are visible on satellite images covering the entire length of the project. Compared to the images we shared from last year, many significant changes have occurred at these sites. For instance, the Neom Community 1 now resembles and functions like a self-contained city. It boasts hundreds of housing units, a school, a mosque, a post office, convenience stores, and even a bus station. The community even has its very own Starbucks branch. In the meantime, there appears to have been significant advancement in the excavation work for the line's primary structure over the past year. When observing Google Maps, it's now possible to almost entirely trace the foundations from one end to the other. Excavation work on the coastal segment, known as the Hidden Marina, is also progressing well. Once finished, this section is poised to become the world's largest marina, capable of accommodating vessels up to twice the size of the world's largest cruise ship, the Wonder of the Seas. The work on the Hidden Marina is presently considered the most extensive excavation project globally, with approximately 1 million cubic meters of earth being removed each week to prepare for construction. Beyond the ongoing excavation since the previous year, piling work for the primary structure has commenced. Over the past year, more than 4,500 individual piles have been installed in a section of the line referred to as Module 43. At its peak, over 60 piles for the foundation of the structure were being installed daily. This figure is expected to rise further as construction is scheduled to intensify in the coming months. Finally, the line's dedicated underground rail system, known as the Spine, has also undergone significant changes. As of June 2023, the overall scope of the entire system has been notably reduced. The total length of the underground tunneling, for instance, had been cut by over 30 kilometers. Furthermore, the number of stations has been reduced from 48 to just 9. With all of this progress underway, questions arise regarding how Saudi Arabia plans to fund it and which companies are involved. For one, the line, along with the entirety of Neom, is directly financed and owned by the Public Investment Fund, Saudi Arabia's sovereign wealth fund directly overseen by the Crown Prince. Currently, this $700 billion sum remains the primary driver behind the ongoing developments. Contracts with other companies mainly pertain to excavation and foundation work. Several notable companies involved include the UK's Keller Group, Germany's Bauer, and the French company Becci Soletanche. Meanwhile, the state-owned construction firm Power China is responsible for the ongoing piling work at the marina. Additionally, the Italian contractor WeBuild and Saudi's own Sajco have recently been awarded the contract to construct a high-speed rail line connecting the line to Oxagon. However, despite the recent significant progress, there are valid criticisms to consider. One such concern revolves around the project's promise of sustainability. An expert from the University of New South Wales estimated that constructing the entire city could result in a carbon footprint as high as 1.8 gigatons of CO2. To put this in context, this figure alone is more than 4 times the annual emissions of the entire UK. The idea of stacking all elements of a city vertically on this scale is questioned for its sustainability. Moreover, human rights concerns have emerged. Many experts assert that residents were compelled to leave their villages to make way for the construction site. According to the United Nations Human Rights Office, some protesters were sentenced to lengthy prison terms, and 3 individuals even faced the imminent risk of execution due to death sentences. This has become a prominent issue that will likely impact the project itself. Shifting the focus to the next major development, Trojena. It's an extravagant luxury outdoor winter and skiing destination in the heart of a vast mountainous desert. While it shares the same grand scale as other Neom projects, it distinguishes itself in one key aspect. Saudi Arabia must complete its construction in just 6 years. The reason behind this urgency is the upcoming Asian Winter Games in 2029. Following a successful bid last year, the kingdom was granted the rights to host this prestigious event. The Crown Prince initially announced the project in 2022, just a few months before the country's successful bid for the Winter Games. Situated approximately 50 kilometers from the Red Sea coast, Trojena is located within one of the country's highest mountain ranges. Since the project's initial unveiling to the public, there has been steady progress toward its construction. Over the past year, much of the work on Trojena has involved excavation process around the mountains to prepare for its various developments. A total of 1.6 million cubic meters of material has already been excavated on site to create a large artificial lake at the project center. Progress on the area known as the Vault is also well underway, which will be Trojena's vertical village, carved out from the surrounding mountains. According to the project's executive director, more than 1 million cubic tons of material have already been extracted from the mountains. Foundation work for the future ski village has also been in progress over the past year. In November 2022, one of the world's largest luxury hospitality and lifestyle brands, Ennismore, entered a partnership with Trojena to construct 2 luxury hotels within the project's upcoming ski village. International hotel operator Minor Hotels has also revealed plans to open their 5-star resort in the water village. As of today, construction plans appear to be well on track, with substantial progress achieved within a year. Saudi Arabia seems committed to their ambitious 2029 timeline. Despite this dedication to the deadline, numerous questions remain unanswered. One of the most significant criticisms of Trojena revolves around the feasibility of maintaining a winter destination in such an environment. While temperatures in the mountains can drop below freezing, natural snowfall is infrequent. To sustain a functioning ski resort, this project would rely solely on artificial snow machines, which consume significant amounts of water and electricity. Adding to the complexity, seawater from the Red Sea will be used for this purpose, necessitating transportation over long distances and elevation, as well as desalination. Now, let's move on to Sindalah. Another significant project underway within Neom is Sindalah, a luxury island resort destination situated along the city's coastline. This island destination is strategically positioned by the Red Sea and can be accessed by boat, seaplane, or via the nearby Neom Bay Airport. Sindalah is poised to become a world-class yachting destination featuring an 86-berth marina. The island will also be the home to 3 luxury hotels, a golf course, and a variety of upscale restaurants and retail outlets. Initially announced in December of the previous year, this major project is anticipated to be the very first to open within Neom. Developers have plans to welcome the island's inaugural guests as early as 2024. The success of Sindalah holds significant importance for the broader Neom project, as its forthcoming opening next year will provide the public with their first opportunity to experience what this futuristic city is all about. With its impending opening date, construction on Sindalah is well underway. Satellite images from Google Maps reveal that most of the island is currently under development. Roads have already been constructed, and the fundamental layout of the buildings and foundations has been established. Some structures surrounding the island's marina appear to be approaching completion. Furthermore, a significant portion of the grass intended for the planned golf course has already been laid. Marriott International, which has entered into an agreement to operate 3 luxury hotels in Sindalah, expresses confidence that construction will be completed in time for the 2024 opening. Meanwhile, to the northeast of the island, a dedicated community for the project's development has been established. This area encompasses various offices, logistics hubs, housing units, and amenities for the individuals working on-site. Among all the major developments in Neom, Sindalah seems to be the most advanced one at this point. We invested considerable time in research for the latest information and in editing this video. So, if you have enjoyed this video thus far, we would greatly appreciate it if you subscribed. Lastly, the 4th significant project within Neom is Oxagon. Oxagon is envisioned as a floating industrial port city located along the kingdom's western coast. As a quick background, Oxagon is designed to serve as the business and industrial epicenter of Neom. Positioned in one of the world's busiest shipping routes, it will support various emerging industries, including green energy. The project will also house the port of Neom, which is said to become the primary industrial and logistics hub of the future megacity. Saudi Arabia is investing $2 billion with a goal of opening the port's first terminal by 2025. Beyond its industrial functions, Oxagon is planned to be a self-contained city with dedicated residential, entertainment, leisure, and tourist districts. Notable companies seeking to expand their presence in this project include IHG Hotels and Resorts, Carton Hospitality, and Yotel. All these developments are scheduled to open between 2025 and 2026 within the city's initial residential community. Despite the limited news regarding the construction progress, only modest work has been carried out on the project. Reviewing satellite images of the site, some infrastructure around the port of Neom has been constructed. It's important to note that certain buildings are part of the older Duba port, which has recently been transferred and renamed to the newer facility. To the south, an Oxagon community has been established, akin to those created around the line and Sindala. Compared to the rest of Neom, this particular project seems to have seen the